Hi Capricorn, I hope that everyone's doing well. Before we get into it, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. So, I'm seeing definitely emphasis on you taking care of yourself. It's looking good, Capricorn. Maybe you feel like recently there's been more of a need for you to focus on yourself and the things that you're doing, the things that you care about, wanting to tend to the things that you care about. Can even be stuff with the physical body or your responsibilities, stuff going on in the home, maybe squaring something away in the home right now for you. You could even be preparing for something. I'm kind of getting that. Ooh, starting off with the King of Wands. You may be taking control of a situation. You may be leading something. People may be looking to you right now to be the leader. Yes. Okay. So you may have gotten yourself into a position where now people are looking to you for advice, looking to you for leadership. You may have achieved something where you're like stepping up more, or where you've accomplished something that you've been working to accomplish. This can be something creative, or this can be something where like now you're in a leadership role that you had been working towards. It definitely feels like some sort of accomplishment that you've done, or like for some of you, if you're like creating art, you could have been doing something with that, or like putting your artwork out there, something like that. Something you've taken action with, something that you've worked for, something you've been doing independently too. It's like, you know that you got this, Capricorn. This can even be within your life. Maybe you feel like you're taking up more responsibilities or taking more control over your life in places that had been neglected even. Taking it upon yourself really to get things done and not feeling the need to rely or wait on other people. Being patient as you're going through this process right now. Yeah, it seems like you may want to get things moving, but the universe is not like completely in line with that right now. So you may have to wait for something to take off, but it is going to be taking off. You just have to be patient. Like, I'm seeing a gradual energy that you're working towards. For some of you, you may have even done something like you could have done something with your shoulder. I'm feeling like a little bit of like pain or even resistance, maybe something that you're stretching out. Temperance and the Ace of Cups. You could be in the midst of healing something too and recognize that this is going to take a little bit of time to do. You could even be taking an experience that happened and trying to use it as something that's going to motivate you or give you a direction. This could have been like something became clear to you. I'm seeing like through an experience that may not have been extremely pleasant, that you actually learned something from it. So there's a sense of taking what you've learned from this experience, understanding the face of that, and using it to guide you in a particular direction. For anyone new, I channel as well as interpret the tarot cards. Okay, so I'm looking at the Knight of Pentacles here. You may want to make an offer to someone, and that's what's going to come to fruition, like you taking action and offering something to someone, proposing something to someone. You can be on the receiving end of this. We're just going to stick with one narrative so as not to make it confusing. And if the energy is reversed, just reverse it for yourself. So I'm seeing someone be like, you know what, I have to be the one to get this done. I have to be the one that like takes action or makes that offer or proposes this to that person. It looks like it's all boiling down to that point, but only after you had been like through something more difficult that you were working towards. But it gave you a direction where you may be more clear on what you want or what you want to do now, or who you want to be getting involved with even. Maybe someone new for some of you. I'm looking at the Fool here. Sagittarius, Uranus energy with the Fool. Pisces. So I think that there's going to be an upcoming challenge. For some of you, you could have already experienced this. For others of you, you have not experienced this yet, but it's going to be coming. It's something that you have to wait for. Something could be unknown to you right now, but it's going to be revealed to you, but you have to wait for this thing to be revealed. It's like something could even like not be completely clear to you right now, and it's going to be clarified to you. This can be related to love. It can also be related to you exploring your gifts. You're moving into a more stable energy. You could be offering something to someone and you don't know how this person is going to respond yet. I'm seeing like a potentially challenging conversation that you're going to be having, where you're going to really need to be honest with something, be transparent with it, be really direct with it. This may be something that is like hard to either give or receive depending on what end you're on, but I'm seeing there's like a need for clarity here with whatever this is. Like, it may be a challenge to have this conversation, but it's definitely necessary. Especially to come from a loving place when you do this. It's like, I'm seeing even a notion where it's like, you may have to like drop news on someone or let them know something, and it may not be the easiest thing to say, but you're going to need to do this. Can be related to an interpersonal relationship. That's what it looks like to me. This can also be you receiving some type of information or having a conversation that's difficult to have, involving love or someone that you're emotionally connected with. The challenge here may be within the delivery. Like, it may be something that, yes, it would be a hard conversation to have, but you're being guided to, like, ground and find the heart of the matter and to stay in alignment with that. For some of you, there's someone that you're trying to get together with, and you may recognize that this is on you to make this happen. It's like you have to propose something to someone or invite them somewhere, or you have to be the one to ask them out if you're trying to get together with them. I'm seeing this like the goal is to have a reunion or a get together with someone or to meet up with them, something like that, and you recognize you have to take it upon yourself to deliver this properly. For some of you, this can be a new person. For others of you, this can be someone that you know already. I am looking at the Fool here, so this could be like a new beginning that you're having with someone, or you're really taking a chance to connect with this person. Or it can be someone that like you lost contact with, or you don't feel like you know what's going on in their life right now. Like, I'm seeing some type of distance. It's almost like when you connect or reconnect with this person, like you're not so familiar with them. This is what I'm seeing here. For some of you too, you could be meeting new people. I'm getting a sense too of feeling sad about something, but I'm not sure why. Maybe it's about the way that something goes too. But it's one of those situations almost like where initially when it happens, you may feel a type of way about this, but you're being guided to work through this because it may turn out to be something other than what you initially think that it is. I'm seeing something being deliberately hidden from you, so it's kind of like a test to see how you're going to react in this scenario. So maybe too, this is like a challenge for you because initially you may want to react in a certain way and you're being guided to sit with it before you give some type of response because you don't want to jump ahead and do something that later on you'd be like, you know what, if I were grounded, I would have made a different decision, or if I would have known that, I would have responded differently. So this is about like really thinking about the way that you're responding to a particular situation and one that may not go as expected for you. Yeah, working through something. You're going to be better off for this. Like, it's almost one of those situations where you feel disappointed about the way that something goes, but because you're sticking within this space and sitting and like observing how you're feeling rather than immediately reacting to something, I'm seeing like love even blossom from a situation. So it's like you may get in contact with someone or like have a weird experience with them, and initially this is something you could write off or be like, you know what, I'm not going to deal with this. But I'm seeing the more you stick with this, something beautiful actually blooms from this experience for you. It's just a challenge to see if you're going to get to this place and really stick something out here. Maybe with someone that's more challenging to deal with, like this could also, something could be revealed to you about like a person that you've been around or like something that you needed to see. I'm hearing trait, characteristics, something about like someone's energy that you've been around. This can definitely be someone that it's like you're trying to be loving in a situation and you feel like somebody let you down in some sort of way, but you're still trying to work with this person. I'm definitely getting the sense of there being some type of interpersonal challenge here. And maybe you feel like someone hurt you, someone hurt your feelings with something that they said. I'm seeing someone potentially being kind of harsh with the King of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Five of Swords here. It's like some type of dialogue that happened that you're like, you know what, I was trying to come at this from a place of love. I don't feel like that's where you are. But rather than being in a place again where you're being reactive, it's about sitting within that and judging like how you're responding to this situation and really wanting to advocate for yourself and also represent yourself in a light that you like, in a light that you appreciate, and in a way where you can walk away from this situation and be like, you know what, I feel good about the way that I acted when I was in that experience with this person. Something with the throat chakra. So it looks like at the end of this experience that you have, you may be taking some sort of break from someone, but I'm seeing like this conversation, even though it's difficult, be very important that it happens because it tells you something that you need to know for yourself, and I'm seeing this be important. At the very center of this, I'm looking at the moon. So this is something that like you may resonate with part of this and be like, I haven't seen the rest of that. So like not all of this may have played out for you yet, but it's something that's going to be upcoming for you. Definitely something you're emotionally connected with, something even going on in the subconscious energy that you have to let unfold. It feels even like a digging into the uncovering the subconscious space. You may recognize too that you were trying to connect with someone that's like not getting vulnerable with you, and they may have even reacted in a way or responded in a way that, like, they were kind of on edge, or maybe they said something that was received in a way where you're like, you know what, I'm going to give you a little bit of distance right now because I think we need some space. I'm seeing something like that happen. Okay, so I'm looking at Sagittarius, Uranus, Pisces. I think that's it. So yeah, it's like, even though something may be unpleasant, or like somebody says something that's hurtful or something like that, it's like really digging deep to find the love within this situation, and the love that you feel even towards this person, towards yourself, all of that. And to take care of business, I'm also getting. So whatever business you've been tending to continue keeping up with that. If a situation gets too stressful, this is also about asking yourself, is this resonating with me, or is this something that I need to pull my energy back from? Because you may feel a little bit guarded with someone's energy too. I'm seeing this. For some of you, someone from your past wants to come back into your life, and you're evaluating whether or not this is going to work for you. Whether or not it's a good idea to be connecting with this person. And you may be deciding to end something altogether. You feel successful in a situation by overcoming the obstacle or the challenge that comes with interacting with this person, working with this person. And you find the grounding you need through reflection and analysis. You could even just like get a feeling that you're picking up on that you want to listen to. Something that you need to analyze. It's like, where's this feeling coming from? Like, where's this intuitive message coming from? Is this coming from a fear space? Is it coming from an empowered space? Is this a message that, like, this isn't resonating with me? Do I need to end this? Do I need to let this go? Is this something I want to continue with? And asking yourself all of these questions. I'm seeing something coming up about like someone from the past. This is someone that you would deeply, deeply resonate with, but you may be looking into this and trying to figure out what's going on there, particularly within the dynamic with this person and why you're feeling how you're feeling. I'm seeing a lot of thought being put into this before you speak out about it. If you think about something and you recognize that it doesn't resonate with you, this is about you bringing an end to something that doesn't resonate with you, or you feel like it's not conducive to your growth, or you need to set boundaries with someone so a situation is not repeating itself. It's like interacting with this person or working with this person definitely does seem like a challenge, but it's something that you can overcome by finding your voice and advocating for yourself. But you have to think about how you want to do this before you take action. I'm getting the reflection being important because there's some stuff that you need to figure out. Yeah, I'm seeing someone that you have a really deep connection with. And this may be one of those situations too where it's like when you get energetically involved with this person, you may have a harder time hearing what your intuition is telling you. So it's all about you reflecting and checking in with yourself and making decisions from that space where you're kind of alone and introspective rather than in real time when you're interacting with this person. So it's about constantly going back periodically and checking in with yourself and then making decisions from that grounded space rather than playing off your emotions, because this is also someone that could appeal to you in a way where you feel ungrounded when you're around this person. So it's about really checking in, because I'm seeing a very strong energetic tie that you have to someone that you've had many past experiences with, and someone that you just automatically feel a closeness to within your soul to this person. But you're being guided to see beyond this and really get in touch with what your intuition is telling you and what types of boundaries you need to set and how to protect yourself in this situation with this person. I'm looking at Virgo, Leo, and Cancer, and also the moon with the High Priestess here. Someone may be even appealing to you in a sentimental way, and you need to be more analytical with this and more thoughtful about it rather than just making an emotional decision. Because this is someone that you may feel pulled to automatically respond to this person. It's like someone appeals to you emotionally and you may like feel like a knee-jerk reaction even to respond with this person, but you're being guided again to like stand back from this and think about what you want to do moving forward and to take a very analytical approach to this, a very intellectual approach to this, rather than just solely going off of like what you're feeling emotionally. I keep hearing like played off your emotions. So like make sure again that you're bringing your intellect into this experience, even if that's not your go-to with this person. I'm seeing that it's going to be important because the High Priestess is telling you to like be on guard and protect yourself. So this means like really looking at things with a scrutinizing eye, because your intuition is here to help you through the process with this person. Again, the zodiacs I'm looking at are Cancer, Virgo, Leo, and the moon. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.